I have an idea. Excuse me. I just got word of our next sets. Do you want to introduce them? Do you see
Um,
them?
I don't, so please feel free, and then I will
No, no, no. Find
genuinely
it. Find it in
react to
Discord.
what you're saying.
Everyone, watch Walt's face as he discovers the next
Hang on,
sets.
hang on. Okay.
There
Yeah.
we go. Hey.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. I see it. I don't want to say it.
Why?
You
I
say
think
it.
this is
You
dope.
say it.
This is
I think
dope.
it's dope too.
All right. Up next.
It's probably one of the most electrifying sets that we could commentate tonight.
No, I
Very
I
excited to.
genuinely think so.
I actually am too.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure how the set's gonna go. Um, Go
We
ahead.
got Hungrybox versus 2saint, the legendary Puff Ditto, probably the two best Puff players currently in our scene.
The headband
Um,
versus the crown.
yes,
Does
sir.
2saint still play crown? I'm not sure.
Oh, I see. I think so. I think so. That seems right to me.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we're gonna listen, guys. This is a heater. Okay, we're gonna get neutral. We're gonna get neutral, and we're gonna get the thing where both players play positionally and try to get a hit every so often, and it doesn't really amount to much of a punish, which is neutral.
Except when it does lead to rest, sometimes you get the rest chaining, which is so funny.
Do you think that I don't know if I'm like if my body is ready for that. If they just start rest chaining and then we just play one stock sets, I don't know. Like this could be a 30-second set or a 40-minute set very easily. There's no in between with that.
The interesting thing though with these two players is that HBox and 2saint are both like pretty aggressive Jigglypuffs, I would say. Like 2saint's
Sure.
obviously kind of known as like the YOLO kind of go in puff. And Hungrybox as well. Honestly, I think he, people. I mean, this might not be his impression of him, but just to clear, like Hungrybox is not a campy player. Like Hungrybox is, I think, generally pretty aggressive and takes
Sure.
a lot of risks in his play, even if it doesn't necessarily look like it. So, but great start from
Yeah,
2saint so far.
I think the name of the game, right, is just going to be just air to airs, obviously, and then figuring out who will find the kill. It seems like up air is probably their big, stock ender in this matchup, especially like the puff that can position well from below the other one. And then you get stuff like that where the two of them just start drilling at each other out of shield.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely up air is one, but drill in particular, like Hungrybox loves his drill. Oh my god!
And it does confirm into up smash, right?
It does, yes, at a lot of percents, especially against Puff, because Puff is a light character. So it happens to Puff a little bit earlier. There it is. So yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of drill play, especially at like the 80% higher. Okay, yeah, don't go for rest there.
Yeah, I wonder what the rest setups look like for here too. And it's like, do you even bother? Because you can just kind of win neutral like a couple more times and then get the stock anyway.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I actually see rest that much in Puff Dittos. Like every now and then, but the main thing is that it's just kind of hard to set up, right? Like, oh my god, great forward smash
Wow.
from 2saint. Jesus.
Is it weird that I think this set could legitimately go either way?
You
A
know,
wise
I
man
don't.
once told me that.
I can, right? uh, I don't think so. I mean, Hungrybox has shown a little bit of weakness in the Puff Ditto. I know Hungrybox has lost to, I believe, Dawson. Not just, I think it might have been 2 sets too, because Dawson took the tournament over Hungrybox. But
Sure.
in the online era, HBox obviously still an amazing player, but not as invincible in a lot of like the matchups that we've seen before, where he's like literally not lost to a Jigglypuff like ever, So no, I don't think you're crazy at all.
Right, and I think in terms of bracket too, 2saint really had a pretty solid showing leading up to HBox. He beat Aklo, which I think we saw some pretty crazy Youngling play out of that. Call Ball in a close set on losers, and then Aura to get to HBox. So,
Yep.
Definitely had to kind of go through a few grindy matchups like the Young Link out of Aklo and Aura's Peach, but here we are, last stock. And I mean, maybe here is where the two of them will start to bring out the rest setups. Who knows?
Right, right. I was actually just thinking the exact same thing as well, and it's kind of interesting because although rest comes into play and it's, oh my gosh, and it's very strong, if you miss, then that's also, you know, end of game as well, so also riskier in its own way. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
here
yep,
comes
the
the
down
throw.
airs.
It's such an interesting neutral interaction, especially when the two of them just start getting in shield, right? Because then you kind of have to be nervous about shield depletion too, because you either get shield stabbed or, I don't know, maybe you just pop the puff and then they just die. You know, I'd probably lose it if I saw that, but... But, you know, 1-0 on the board right now, but again, very close set between the two of them. Did not look like one player had a distinct advantage over the other.
Yeah, so one interesting thing about that match is that, you know, both players were pretty aggressive, as we kind of predicted. But, you know, whenever one player got, like, a lead, and even if it was, like, a half-stock lead, like, the other player would kind of just, like, lose it pretty quickly, which is not something you see from Puff a lot, right? Like, when Puff gets a lead, oftentimes you'll see the Puff just, like, drags it out, because, like, Puff can do that, but we're not seeing that from these two players, so, yeah, it's just, I think that just reinforces how, like, willing both players are to spar and take risks, so,
yeah, for sure.
Which makes it really fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, I almost think of Puff dittos as, like, weird Marth dittos, where the Marth has 3 jumps. Just like, because the two of them don't really get a huge punish off of a single hit, right? The best that we've seen so far is maybe 2saint grabbing a couple back airs into an up air or something like that, or, you know, for instance, HBox closing out the set with the drill up smash. But it's really just so dictated by the neutral game and, like, overall aerial positioning.
Right. Right. For every stock, there's, like, such a high number of exchanges that have to be won. Full hop drill.
Yeah,
Very
there's
cool.
the drill again, but that's not really going to get him that much.
Oh man, this is one of the bigger leads that we've kind of seen. Okay, a full stock lead.
For
Let's see what
2saint.
2saint.
Oh!
The rest.
He jumped into it too.
Oh!
Here we go. Wait, he died off the top. Okay, we're good.
So that was kind of surprising because I was like, okay, oh my HBox.
What?
Oh my HBox.
He has time. Rest him. Do it. Yes.
Yo. Okay. Man, there's so much to process there. That was.
Zoo, I'm shook, man. I don't. That was too much. That was just way too much.
Okay, let's break this down, right? One rest happens, it was up air rest, and then I think 2saint came back. Okay, so Hungrybox got the first rest. 2saint came back and got the second rest, which I was surprised.
Yeah, let me get a
HBox
piece
was
of paper real quick.
HBox kind of came back. It was pretty much at like 0 or pretty low percent, and then 2saint got the up air into rest, which I was surprised that
felt very unnecessary too.
Well, I don't
Like,
know.
why even risk it,
HBox was
but-
in the middle of the stage, and then I think if HBox got rested, I think he could have lived, right? So
Okay,
I
okay.
think 2saint actually needed the extra damage, and I was actually surprised that HBox couldn't ASDI down it. I don't know if he missed it or if I'm misremembering the percentages, but yeah. And then we had the last exchange with like the CC rest and that crazy stuff. I'm really curious how Hungrybox feels about that whole exchange. If he thought it was funny or if he's like super pissed. But that was amazing, right?
Yeah, I don't know if HBox is streaming his run right now. I definitely want to see his face cam at the end of this.
Oh my god. Well, I'm glad we got to experience that together, because that was I have not seen something like that in a very long time.
Hey, and interestingly enough, I don't think we've even acknowledged this. It's 1-1 in the set, and the loser is out.
Yeah, this is loser's bracket, right? Because HBox lost to S2J.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, 3-0
So there's
too.
a world.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a world where HBox doesn't qualify here, and we see a different Puff, making it closer to top 8 at this event.
That is true, actually. not just the head-to-head, but you're right, like the highest placing Puff, which is almost exclusively Hungrybox at every single tournament.
Yeah, just feeling each other out right now, and HBox playing a little bit grounded at the moment, just kind of waiting out.
Ooh, wow. 2saint bulldozing his way through, Jesus.
Yeah, and this is what you had mentioned at the start of the set, right? Like the two of these Puffs are very clearly aggressive, like they're just throwing moves at each other. But 2saint just really just trying to push the damage through right now.
Right, it's just like the slight adjustment in the back here is what gets the hit. But, you know, so far 2saint kind of, wow, winning these exchanges, right? Like, I wonder if HBox is gonna, or how he's gonna respond. Is he gonna respond with more aggression, more risk, or is he going to slow it down a little bit?
Yeah, nice mash out by HBox though. Good awareness to, you know, be ready for the second shield grab out of 2saint.
Ooh.
What an extension! The aerial drill.
Wow.
I love that mix-up too, because a lot of the times, of course, you go for the up smash after for the pretty much kill confirm off of the drill, but you can do turnaround grab as well, and you kind of play around whether they're going to shield, if they're going to go for any kind of defensive move there. And now HBox at kill percent again.
Yeah, that whole stock was kind of won by 2saint. So yeah, really, it feels like 2saint. Okay, has the edge overall in just like the neutral exchanges. It feels like 2saint's kind of winning like 2-1, honestly. If you just look at pure damage.
Yeah, we need those slippy stats, right?
Oh,
yeah, that's the drill grab that we were talking about. Just kind of be able to find a grab. Of course, not really a huge punish in the Puff Ditto specifically, but, you know, damage is damage, and then I think once you're getting the Puff over, like, 100 maybe, like, and that you're easily killing with up smash at that point.
Right, which is amazing. We've seen it almost every stock so far. But yeah, something about 2saint's spacing and timings, he's just landing the back airs in particular, as well as just like the fall down airs and wow, even the down air right there. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, just raw down air, full drift in to HBox. HBox not ready to put the shield up in time, loses the stock and loses the game for it, and he's facing one more game from 2saint means that HBox is out of the tournament.
Yeah, which is crazy, and I don't know how many times this has happened, if ever, by another Jigglypuff, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't have a good sense of why 2saint is kind of just like outplaying Hungrybox as hard as he is in neutral. So I'm specifically gonna try to look for that, you know, in our next game, or maybe if it goes to a game 5 in the game after that. But yeah, 2saint, I really just doing a really good job. I mean, there's no other way to really say it. He's just out neutraling Hungrybox very, very consistently, especially in the last like couple games. Sure. We can ignore the Yoshi story game. That was, but
no, I'll only want to think about that one. And in fact, we're gonna only think about it again. Yeah. So, I thought he was just gonna start the rest train right now. Say, let's get it going.
That'd be crazy.
HBox with a bit of an advantage out the gates, but he concedes center.
Okay, so one thing that I've actually noticed so far is that most of the time HBox has been spending facing 2saint and 2saint
yes,
doing the reverse. So I actually don't remember if that's most of HBox's strat. Okay, so now he's kind of changed his direction. Maybe he does that at low percents. I don't really know.
Sure.
But just an interesting decision there, right?
Yeah, a thing that I've been picking up on through the set as well is HBox seems to be spending a lot more time in his shield than 2saint is. Maybe that's just because 2saint's just wildly more aggressive as a Puff, but it seems like a lot of the times HBox is spending in his shield. Of course, he's not in the air, and that gives 2saint a lot of agency to kind of dictate how he's going to make the approach or throw out a hitbox.
Right. That is definitely true. But that first stock ended up taken by Hungrybox, kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a random up air a little bit. So not really sure on that positioning, but Oh, a pound. Okay, that's I think the
2saint
first time
looking
we've
for
seen.
a lot of up tilts here too. I don't think that just straight up kills at this percent. Yeah, maybe he was just trying to get an up smash.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, nice. Good grab.
That should not be a follow-up. That's not guaranteed, is it?
No, definitely not. HBox didn't jump out in time, I think. Nice. Yeah, so HBox was, excuse me, losing that exchange a lot before, where he would get drilled and then HBox would drill out a shield and just like it wouldn't work. So good weight from HBox there.
Yeah, and exactly what you were saying earlier, Zoo. Just as soon as neutrals reset, we see 2saint just turn his back to HBox and get right back to business with these back airs. Just the orientation definitely matters a lot here.
Yeah, to use back air, to use forward air, which one? I have a bad feeling for HBox right now. Yeah, I just felt it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Hungrybox's tournament game, right? Like this is
That's right. But to 2saint's credit, he's playing the matchup as textbook, I think, as you can right now. He's really just outplaying in terms of a lot of neutral interactions here.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's doing exactly what a lot of people kind of gave Hungrybox credit for, right? Which is like that safe bear wall, weaving in and out, doing it aggressively but safely at the same time, and yeah, getting the kills with the drill up smash. Like that's really, oh my gosh.
God, that's such scary back airs for the two of them just weaving back and forth.
Wow. Oh, that's a scary position, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe like these forward smashes are just hard callouts by HBox to try to catch the landing out of 2saint. But you know, it gives 2saint so much time to kind of figure out how he wants to handle the approach.
Oh,
That's gonna do it, yeah. Tournament stock. You still got a bad feeling, Zoo?
I don't know about right now, but rest is in play, as we've seen on Yoshi's story. Oh, nice tech from 2saint. He would have died otherwise. Ooh.
Oh yeah, very good intercept on the forward air. Just tack on a little bit more percent.
And okay.
If we're filling out the oh my god.
Oh my, dude, how did neither of them hit the other? Hungrybox on a back air.
I don't know what to feel right now, man.
Yo, that
You
little
could cut the tension with a knife or a back air. Who knows?
Okay, it looks like Hungrybox is just trying to get a little bit more damage with back air, just as safely as possible, no risks. Oh, with that grab,
Up throw!
yo.
He thought he was playing Fox!
Okay. Oh, man.
This is so scary because a back air at this positioning might kill.
Oh my gosh, I thought the HBox was going to get hit by that up air. Oh, that actually
the
should have been
drills!
it. Oh, HBox. Yeah, 2saint. Oh my god, the forward
Yeah,
smash.
that's what oh my god! Up air, up air.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's living!
Yo, Hungrybox brought this all the way back. Oh,
This is
oh my
so
god.
scary, Zoo.
That was a great read from 2saint, honestly.
This is just one hit wins the game.
Oh my god.
Not that hit! I changed my mind.
Oh, that's it.
That one did it! Oh my god, 2saint!
Okay. All right, everyone breathe. Posture check. Water check. Everyone good? Everyone good?
Yeah, hang on. Oh my god.
Chat, y'all
No.
good?
I don't know. I think I need a minute.
Okay, well,
Can we cut to a break? Oh my god, that was crazy.
no, we're fine. We're
Yeah,
fine.
so Hungrybox is out.
Yeah. Yep, that's something.
Out just before 9th place, and we're gonna have a different Jigglypuff player representing our top 8 for the Galint Melee Open, and he's donning a crown.
That's true. That's true. What a different Jigglypuff we will be seeing. Um, yeah, wow, that, so I was, even though we talked about like, the clash of two aggressive Jigglypuffs, I did kind of expect the more of the set to kind of look like that last stock, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like just more careful, just more careful play where both Jigglypuffs are kind of doing that S zigzag motion back and forth. Where neither one would really get hit that much, but they were super down to scramble. And I don't know if that would have changed if, let's say, there was like $1 million on the line, or if there was no money on the line, or whatever. But like, the last stock, really showed the resilience on both players, right? Because like Hungrybox clawed it all the way back and like had all the momentum, but 2saint still clutched it out. And so props to both players for sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think what you were saying in terms of what you expected the match to be was definitely true. Because like game one was maybe 3.5 minutes, if that. And then we saw the last game on Yoshi's was probably closer to like 5-6. We were getting kind of down to the nitty gritty at that point, especially on last stock. It's interesting to watch a matchup like that because you really have a lot of time to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. So, I mean, I don't know. Like in terms of what we need to unpack in that set, what do you think HBox needed to do in order to kind of combat an aggressive holding forward Jigglypuff like 2saint?
I mean, I think a lot of it was what we saw from the last stock, which was just like a little more careful play. But then it's hard to say because let's say if HBox kind of played more carefully, would he have gotten as many openings himself? HBox does open up a lot of people by being aggressive and taking those like risks, right? Like what kind of got HBox kind of back in that last stock was, he would do a landing and then do like a forward smash. As basically like a risky calculated play.
Sure.
So who knows? One thing we did point out was that HBox, maybe it was just that stock, not really sure, but he did kind of face forward instead of facing back. So relied more on forward air instead of back air at earlier percentages. And, maybe that plays a part. 2saint barely faced Hungrybox at all. Was almost exclusively back air for the majority of the set, except for down air to get the kills. So, yeah, hard to say, right?
Yeah, for sure. And in any case, huge props to 2saint. Will be advancing, qualifying for top 8 of this event. Again, what a win.